So this is, if I divide it into the half, this is the half of the bunny, and it's placed on top of the nose. So I imagine something like this. This is the place of nose, and a little bit on top, because if I divide it in half, the other division should be something like that. It's not exactly divide between the sky and the head, but I try my best to imagine it's more for the sky part. That's fine. I keep more space there and add one line for top of head. Then I work on both sides. Here, if I divide it in half, exactly place on between the ears. So a little bit, these two parts of the head is placed on both sides, left and right, but most are on the right side. So imagine this is the end of face and this is the end of head. And the body is a little bit bigger and fat, so more space I need to take here and here. I need. And I imagine this is the bottom of body. So this is whole shape of the body. And then I try to divide like this egg shape for the face or head. And for ears, I choose, it's a little long if I compare with the face, exactly like that. So I choose this part for the top of the ear here, and then this part. Just I mentioned about hold the line that I have, and then try to draw the oval shape. So head and face, it's look like oval shape, like an egg shape. I try to connect this line together. This is a nice and gentle C curve here. Nice and gentle C curve there. I know it's fairy hair she has or he has, but we will make all these fairy hair at the end, not in drawing. Drawing just with the line. And then the egg shape more is for this part. It's longer, not circly, and smaller here. Whole body is nice, big, curvy shape on the back. So I start from this part of the head. I have my line here, and I try to nice and C-curve draw on the back. Hand and everything. You see this darkness is between the two hands here, and there's a separation between the back and this front of the body, which is hand. So we just need to separate those by light and dark color with shadow. The whole painting is just a quick drawing for now, like that. And I imagine this is the darkness that we have here that separate one hand from the other. And this is another one. I just mentioned about it, but we will do later. One of them is, the line is exactly in between. Separation line, something like this. So one of them is straight completely like that, pointy on top, and it's thicker on the bottom part, which is connect to the head. The second one, it's moved toward right. So it's look like a long oval shape, but it's pointy at the end. I try to follow that. One here and one here. So inside is darker. start with pure light blue color. Apply cover around the edges of bunny. And it's a good time if you have a line that you're not happy with, or even if you want to fix the shape, you can do it right now. That's the best time. You can bring some color and tone on your drawing line to cover it. The brush stroke is heavy and it's moved like this way. In this angle, I would like to show. And then in between, I move on with heavy paint, then move on with the purple. Just add some stroke very gently on top and let it mix with the blue. If you want to get rid of white of the canvas easily, please take heavy paint for background and let it hold the surface. Then purple, very gently touch the surface and let the light blue color blend to the purple. Even we can bring the pure white color as well. Like that. The blue color is wet, so they blend very well together. Even like this color, this is so dark, but a tiny bit of rose with lots of white give you the same result. So Let me premix both to show you what happened. This is exactly the pink color that match with our painting. Even dark rose, a tiny bit we need, and then take white color, very, very tiny of pink, rose color. You can let them mix together and reach the light pink tone that we needed. So you see, it's very light pink we can make by very dark. Little by little, we add the purple to see lighter tone. This one is dark. It depends which purple you use. We need very light one. So add enough white color and reach the light value. Then again, back to the white. Even for light blue, we need to make it lighter. So again, add light blue into the white and make it light tone. The premix are ready to move on. I start with this ear on the right side. So it shows that a little bit purpley tone it has on somewhere. So I choose with purple. Add a little bit tone on the part that I need to add. It's a little dark. Even on top, a little light darker is okay to bring, like the pure purple. And then this part, I need this purple to have. Have a napkin on my hand. And then the light blue color on this section. So after you add this part, please not let it dry. Move on with pure white color. And let it heavily close to this color, blend them together with the white. Very gently, just tiny brush stroke, make that look like a fairy hair of bunny. I take heavy paint and so narrow, with narrow brush, small brush actually. Try to blend this darker shape that I make, blend them to the white. Even on this part, I need to add more. Small brush stroke can be helpful to make it look like fur, and even heavy paint. I try to add more tiny stroke. On the edges is better to use tip of brush and make from inside go out like that. Bring not just a line. From inside, bring a little bit out. When you throw your brush out, it looks like the fur spread on air. Not everywhere, just one or two parts, it's okay to bring it. And even then you can move on the other side, like this. And even I see I disappear purple a lot. So again, back to the purple with narrow brush stroke with a tip of brush. It's so helpful most of the time. I bring it again back, this darkness. So you can again back to the dark purple, bring it toward white. So the face is same as ears, but because of the space that is more and it's a little bigger, so we can use bigger brush stroke. I'm going to start with lighter blue, just heavy paint. On top of eye, I try to add heavy stroke here and a little bit pinky purpley close to that, which is on top, and like that. Please use heavy paint because we need let them be wet until we finish all the painting. So if you use heavy paint, it's so good to let it be wet. So again, some line like that we need to bring. Then move on with pure white color, heavy white color. Try to fill in between the purple and blue. Even when you want to let it move to the background, use heavy paint, and then with the tip, bring it with the line out to make it fairy. I choose a little bigger brush, and same as face and ears, we need to first of all apply with the purpley tone and bluey, then move on with the white. I need a little bit add purple, lighter tone. Refill this paint, and again back to blue and refill this one. Even pink color. I have already this, and then I can premix this one too. So then I'm going to start with this one with the purple, with the pink actually, more pink. Just randomly start from the back with the pink tone to cover really heavy texture with pink, and then even move on with purple in between. It should be really light, not dark. You see that it's so dark, light tone. When I bring the white on top, they can blend together. Then clean the brush with napkin and then move on with pure white color. I would like to finish this part and then move on the other section. When you bring the white, we blend it to the pinky tone and purpley tone that we already add, but with the tip of flat brush that you use, bring it like that toward the background, because we would like to make the fair shape. Even it's okay to bring it heavily and make this texture on top, or even a little bit thicker, that would be okay. Just the draw brush and make the shape of fair. We don't need to be all of the part with the line. Even heavy paint, you see that it's heavy texture, and then bring it a little bit toward background, and then move on inside and blend it to the pink and purple. It happens so smooth and gently. sometimes we are not familiar with using draw brush, which is so useful. We think that anytime we need to add water in the paint and make it wet and then bring on a paper or on a surface or canvas. No, most of the time, just the pure paint, it's so useful to add, and even let it draw and use draw brush stroke. Then you can let your painting move halfway, even for fairy hair or even some style, which is animal hair. It's so useful. And I prefer to start adding paint on eye and details more with this pointy brush. So pure black, you can shape the diamond, cover it. This is look like diamond shape. And just when we add the white color to separate light and shadow, we can make it a little bit look like curvy or circle-y shape. So this is, but it's not pointy. It's a little bit nice curve and look like diamond. And then let it draw. Clean the brush very well. Till this one get dry, I'm going to add the nose and mouth with this reddish color, or even a little bit lighter, which is pinky tone. It's gentle one line, C curve on top. And then another C curve here, which is more narrow. I'm going to add with the pinky tone, and then a little purple feeling I need to have it here. Especially the connection between the curve on top and on the bottom, it's a little bit thicker here. So I'm going to add purple with that and add a little purple to the pink tone as well. So it's more cute. Around the eyes is a little bit pink and reddish, so I prefer not this much dark, more pinky tone. Try to add one line around here, one line here, just to make it interesting. And then even on this part as well. And then clean the brush. With pure white color, take some with tip of pointy brush. And now I think the blacky part is draw. We need to add one dot here on top to show this is the shine inside the eye. And inside the eye is not like a diamond, it's oval shape. Sorry, it's circle shape. I try to add a little bit line here on a point on this part to make it circly, like that. With tip of flat brush, it's so easy to draw the line. I'm going to draw some curvy line from here straight. Take your brush straight and then bring it like a line up like that. Even the other part, randomly add another like this. And we can make it thicker to show that this is leaf by pressure, and make it narrow by just gently move on the brush up with the tip exactly. I take it straight and bring it like that. I'm going to add some a little bit higher like this, even a little more texture. We can make some shape like petals, like curvy shape like that. Randomly, you can add it. In between, you can bring another tone of pink, which is darker, or even purple in between. And heavy paint, lovely to make the petals. Center is more orangey, I will add later, but for now it's fine to bring the petals like that. So again, back to pink. Here, some petals, even white, pure white color, we can add in between to make these petals look like flowers. I try to spread between pink and purple to add the shape as a flower.